This week's assignment is pretty much the same as the last few batches of assignments that you've been doing. Pick a new object, take orthographics of it, and model it. Render it. The only real difference between this and the previous week's assignment is that having your model be smoothable is a requirement this week. So like if I hit the 3 key, it should look nice. And ideally there wouldn't be a whole bunch of like pulling and really weird like distortion and stuff like that when I smooth the model. And then pretty much same requirements, just 3 renders at 1920 by 1080, and then give me your zipped Maya project folder. So again, I want, for the assignment, I actually want a zip folder where I unzip it and I get like your scenes, source images, and images folder with any textures or whatever that you have thrown in there. Theoretically, the idea is that you'll be texturing this week. You'll be texturing this model that you make this week, next week. So if you can lay it out so that it has good geometry and good UVs, so you don't need to fart around with that next week. So any questions on that? All right. Next week. Yes. Okay, so this week is where the fun thing begins and you actually get to start actually working on your final and doing real things on it. So pretty much the assignment this week is just set up your project folder for the final, throw your orthographic images into Maya, get them all lined up and correctly to scale, all that good stuff, and then give me a low poly rough model. That would be the starting point for your model next week. So when I say like low poly block-in model, I don't mean objects clipping through each other in the rough shape of your object. I mean like start modeling your object for realsies. So if like the whole point of this is to give you a jump start on your object, and if you're just like throwing clipping objects together that you're not going to use for the final just to get the assignment in, that's kind of just a waste of time, honestly. Like there's really no point in doing that. So like if something is modeled as one piece or whatever in your final, you should actually start modeling it as if it can be used for your actual final. I'd rather have something that's lower detail but is set up better to make your life easier modeling in the future than, again, just a bunch of stuff clipping through each other that you're not actually going to use. And then, yeah, pretty much just, I don't need fancy renders since it's not going to be probably like a fancy looking model, but just like take a thing showing that you've started modeling pretty much. And then just give me a zip of your project folder and just throw in the render separately, I guess, from that. Does anyone have any questions on that? All right, does anyone have any questions about any other assignments or like the final or any other random stuff? Alrighty then. In that case,